reason why I miss the hostel is like I can go and do sleepover. I didn't do any. Don't be too excited. Hey y'all, I'm back again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl Damiara for those who are new here, and for my team members, welcome back. So if you are new here, please stay glued to this channel and don't move. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, please share. Yeah. So it's been a minute. Last week I couldn't come to your screens because I was under the weather. You know, now the way the weather has been treating us, Charlie, we have to be careful. If not, you can easily fall sick. But I'm fine now and I'm back. And I'm back again. So in today's video, I'll be doing the last part here. The last part of the 3 series I wanted to talk about. So but this time around, I'm going to be doing it in a different level. So I was saying the last one was going to be my crazy experiences when I was in the university. But because I already have a video that I put up, you can click on this link to go and check that out. I did that with my friends before leaving. I think that was my second video or so before leaving school. So I don't really want to talk much about university anymore. So this time I'm narrowing down to when I was in the hostel. How about that? Yeah, so we're going to be talking about like just few. I don't want this video to be long, yeah, so that you can have enough time to go and watch that one. So I know most of you have not watched it. So with me talking plenty, with me not talking plenty, let's move straight into the video. So guys, the first one I'd like to share with you was, I think in fact all the 3 I'm going to be sharing happened in my, was it my final? No. One happened, yeah, they all happened in my final level, but then one happened I think first semester, because Kisiwa was around first semester, level 400. Yeah, so I'm sure one happened around that time, and then, or was it level 300? No, I'm sure it was level 400. Yeah, 400 first semester. Yeah, we were at Liman, Dr. Hila Liman Hall. That was our hall. That was our hall 3 hours from. Okay, for level 100 first semester, we went to Jubilee House. Is it Jubilee House? Yeah, Jubilee Hall. Jubilee Hall, guys. We went to Jubilee Hall for the first semester of level 100. Yeah, and then from there we've been going to Liman, like with my girls. We're in Liman till level 400 second, like our final semester. We couldn't get Liman because of Corona, and also they said some people came to book their place for some spot, whatever. So we had to go and get somewhere else. And the other places we wanted to were full. So we had to go to Ekwafo Hall. And the way we didn't like traditional halls, but we had to go to Ekwafo Hall. Can you imagine? So now, so I'm going to start with the final ones, and then I move to So the first one. We were in Ekwafo Hall one time, and then AC and I. So with the Ekwafo Hall, we normally stay in the room, like 4 in a room. We normally take 4 in a room. But then because of Corona, so our final level, we had to be 2 in a room. So I shared a room, and Kiso wasn't around. She was outside the country then. So I shared the room with AC. Yeah, and then Helen shared a room with Na. So I was in the room. So AC was my roommate. And then there was this time, I think we were preparing, yes. We were preparing for the video that I said people should go and watch, the one I did with my girls. So we were doing our makeup, all of that. And then AC did her makeup, I did Helen's makeup, and then Na's makeup. So I think AC came out of the room, I don't know, I think she went to meet a friend downstairs on the fourth floor. So she went downstairs to meet her friend, and then someone saw her. The person liked her makeup. She was also in our hall. That's how she came, and then she came to meet me. I was done with Helen's makeup. I was done with AC's makeup. Na's makeup. So they were in their room taking pictures, and I think I was getting ready. So she came, and AC hadn't come up then. So she came to ask me that, oh, the fair lady, who did her makeup for her? I was like, oh, she did herself. Because I don't have a color, I don't have AC's color. So AC brought her own makeup and she did. So she was like, oh, okay, it's nice. I was like, yeah. She was like, she wants her to do makeup for. I was like, oh, okay, she'll be back soon, so maybe she can check in later. That's how she came back and was like, oh, okay, she'll be doing her birthday, I think a Friday. I think that day, was it Tuesday or something? I can't really remember dates right now. But then she said she'll be doing her birthday and she wants to do a shoot, so she wants a simple makeup or something. And she was like, she's not a professional makeup artist, like she only does makeup for herself, so she doesn't know how she was going to do it. But the woman was begging her that, oh, she really wants, and what she did on her face was very nice. You guys, if you can watch the video, you see we're all looking pink that day. So like the woman begged her and she said okay. Then that's how we gathered momentum to do the makeup. Now on the day of her birthday, can you imagine this lady's birthday? There was a fight. That was the like my whole 4 years in the university. This was the one and only fight I experienced in the hostel. Like I've been hearing people have been fighting, school girls have been fighting and all. This was my first and my last, and I was so happy that I saw it. And it was like on our floor. And I were in the room. I think no, Essie even went to bath because she was getting ready. The woman had even come to like tell us that, oh, today is the day. So we were like, yeah, we're ready and all that. So Essie, I think, was taking her bath or was in the washroom or something else in the room. Then I was hearing people were talking, ladies, when things happen, everybody comes out. Then that was when Essie came and I told Essie about it that, hey, it looks like some fight or something. Sana Essie was hearing it. So we came in. We're afraid, we didn't want to go out because what if something happens and then they come and pack everybody? Please, that's one thing you should know. If there's a fight or you hear something, don't go there. If you stand, go and stand somewhere. Because if they are catching everybody, they'll catch you too. So when the room, we didn't want to come out. We didn't want to. We're like, hey, but we also didn't want to miss this just because it was. And we're hearing insults. One funny thing was, when I went out, I think I was also going to take my bath or so. Yes, I went out and I saw this lady standing right by our door. When you come out of our door, there's a mirror. So she was standing there looking at her. So she was wearing this slides, like a rainbow slide. And I was like, oh, I like your slides. And she was like, oh, thank you. She smiled nice. Not knowing she was not going to fight. She was not going to fight with our birthday girl that we were going to do shoot for. Can you imagine? So I went to bed and I came back. So it was when I came back inside and I was hearing the noise and everything. City came and we didn't know how to come out. Even by the time we gathered that the strength or the courage to come out to come and see what is happening, we realized that the thing was dying down. The other friends had pulled them in. Some of the even the porters had come up there to pull some of them. It was serious. It wasn't small fights. I'm not going to tell you the story about what. Oh no, I can't. I think I can't because you don't even know the people. So the thing was, the one that I said I like her rainbow slides. This is just, so I'm giving you all the gist. The one that I said I like her rainbow slides. I learned that she's been sleeping with our clients that wanted to do makeup for her husband. She's married. She has a ring. And this woman says that their friends were like, they met. It's not like they were friends like that at school, but then they met on campus. And then she realized that this lady, like, when she's on campus, people have been calling her to tell her that there's this lady who has been coming to her husband's place to do sleepover. And she realized it was this girl. Like, she has gone to her husband's phone or seen her pictures and all. She confronted her many times. The girl said it was a lie until I think she found out or something. And the girl said that the clients were going to do makeup for also said that the girl has been telling her husband that she has been bringing boys to. So all these things that we got to know was when we're doing the makeup. We decided to be counselors. It's here like we didn't know how to like ask her what happened, but then we know she was in pain because she was so, when we even do the makeup, her eyes were red because she really wanted to cry. So then I decided to step forward. Essie didn't know what to do. So I said step forward. I was like, oh, my sister, it's well, whatever is happening, she shouldn't let anyone like destroy her birthday because that day was her birthday. So she didn't let anything worry her. She just let go. Then Then you see, my counseling part touched her spirit. She decided to tell us all what I'm telling you guys right now. Yeah, and she was like, so then that lady, the one I said I like her slides, was telling her husband that she's been bringing boys to the hostel, which is not true, which we all know is not true, because even the Kwafo, see, the traditional halls, it was those the diasporas that you can go, or the international halls, you can go there and bring people. No one really cares. Not even like no one really. Now one card, they'll take your your ID card or something. But for traditional halls, you won't even get to bring anybody there. So when she went to us, we're like, oh, this one there. Then if the husband really trusted her, he should have at least come to find out, because there's no way, even girls, especially the corona time, even girls, because of the my sister couldn't come and visit me, even girls, you can't bring girls up there. If anyone has to meet you, you come down from wherever floor you are, come and meet the person outside. How much more boys? And then she's like, the guys went shopping to night market. For those who know night market, we went shopping. I'm like, why would you lie? Why would you do? Well, we don't know the full story, but then I feel no woman deserves that. Like, if you want love or you want, go for yours. Why? You know this person is married, and is it because he's rich or something? I know he's very influential, the man. I don't want to mention what position he has or what he does, but I know he's very influential, and no one deserves that kind of thing. So, yeah. So we cancelled her, and then we counseled her, and then we told her everything is well. And we did her makeup. The makeup was nice. She went to do her shoot, and the pictures are nice. She showed the pictures, and Issy did a good job. So that's about it for just one. Now, the second one. So that day we were broke. This one to Issy and I. We were so broke. We didn't have money. I think our food. I think we were about leaving. It was getting to the time where we'll be done with our papers. We were about leaving, so most of our things were getting finished. Our money too was like finished, that kind of thing. And we're hungry. We didn't even know what to eat. We're there in the morning. We're so hungry. We had nothing. I've said this thing. But then AC had a friend. I didn't know they were not dating them. Yeah, but it was this guy that liked it, and the guy came to take her out. So she left me alone in the room. We're there. Then later, Issy and Na also went out. Yeah, Na went out. When she came back, she bought paille. Can you imagine? Hey, she bought paille that day. She went to eat. Did she invite me? Na, did you invite? But that was the story. But then yeah, so Issy went out and she came back late. No, I think she called me. She was like, "Have I eaten?" I was like, "No, I've not eaten." And she was coming. She bought tilapia. Hey, Issy, Charlie, she bought tilapia. I think she said the yam was finished or the fries were finished. I was like, "Sister, if we eating since morning, we got to tilapia, we'll not eat." We're so hungry that even Issy had not eaten, so we decided that we'll eat the tilapia. And we said no, the girls have eaten. Issy and I think Helen cooked. Na also had eaten a pie. So I'm like, oh, they are fine. So we don't have to call them. This one is a confession. They don't know Issy. Issy. I'm like, it's a so I'm like, oh, they've eaten. They are satisfied. They don't have to know that we bought fish. This one, what's the That's how we squandered the tilapia. We dissected it. We ate the tilapia. After we were satisfied. Issy was too hungry. She's one person that if she's too hungry, she can't eat much like that. I mean, I was eating small so that I wouldn't feel, because me too, a shame is so sad. Like when it's too much on me, I might not eat and then my stomach will start hurting. So I was eating small. And then Issy got fed up. She couldn't eat again, and then she went to the washroom. Not knowing, Na was also in the washroom, I think, with Helen. You see how this life is? You don't have to hide things from people. They'll catch. So Issy went to the washroom, so I was still there trying to see what I can still pick up, because we didn't want to go and waste it. And when we had eaten it up, we can't say we're going to call the girls. So we'll be like, so you're giving us leftover. I didn't invite us from the beginning. Nah, you're giving us leftover. So, and I didn't want to waste the fish, so I was still trying to pick up some fleshy parts of it to eat. And I was like, wait there, my brain. And because I didn't know Helen and now we're in the washroom with AC, I went out. I came out of the room and then I was shouting like so that AC can hear me. I was like, AC the no, I call her bread like bestie. I call her bread. So I was like, bread come and see speed. AC came from the washroom. She came from said that Helen and Adams are there. I should go. We locked down. I would have just spoiled the whole plan because I didn't know. And I was going to say, is it the tilapia? I won't eat again. And they'll come and say, which tilapia? Hey, say we ate tilapia. That's why I think it was like some fast action movie. Basically, to push me to the room, we locked our door. We pretended like we are asleep. Then I think they heard some noise. So when they're coming from the washroom, they came to knock our door. We didn't mind. We didn't mind them, so they left. Laughter we want. Till then, anytime you remember it, you just can't stop laughing. And until now, Helen watched this video, they didn't know we did this to them. But we love we love you. So yeah, so now to the final gist of my hostel days. I said this video was going to be long, but it looks like we are almost entering 20 minutes, but let's see. So the last one, this one, this is a word of advice to you young girls out there, or you young people out there. In fact, to everybody out there, just like when you're doing things, you have to be so truthful. You have to be clean because you never know when the truth is going to come out. Like the tilapia, imagine we had planned them, we had eaten nothing, and I was holding the pack. And I was like, "It's bread there." It just caught me. That brings me to the last one. So there was this one time. So this was the first semester. So it was, I think AC was around. So it was Kisua, Helen, and Na. That was when they stole my bag. Yeah, that was when we went to write exams and they stole my bag. So my phone was in my bag. They stole everything. So went to write our exams. Daddy had packed. We had 2 papers in a day, one in the morning and one in like the afternoon towards the evening. So I decided to pack some food. We all did pack some food. Put my phone in my bag. Put my we normally leave our phones at home, but that very day, because I knew I was going to revise my notes or my slides, I had to take my phone along. I decided to take my bag. They took everything. So I called Bo to tell him about my phone. I called my mom to tell her about it, so that evening, the whole day I was so sad. Even the second paper, I don't know how I wrote it, but then I got an A. God is so good. Anyways, so I got home, I was so sad. I needed someone to clean my head off. I didn't want to burden the girls. So that evening, I think from after our paper, Kisiwa had to go home, and then Na also went somewhere. So it was just left to Helen, and Helen was like, "Oh, you should take your walk." But the work wasn't really doing me something. I needed to be around somebody. So I don't know how I planned the thing, but then I changed plans with Bay that I was going to come to his place because I didn't have a phone to call home when I had gotten him, and also even call him to tell him to call, like that kind of thing. So since if I call home as at that time, by the time I get home they'll be asleep, but he wouldn't because he was working at that time. So I'll just come to his place and come and sleep over, and then talk to him about what happened, because that phone he got it for me. So I was very sad about it. I was sad for him. I felt like I'd let him down, even though it wasn't my fault. Someone stole my bag when I was writing exams. But then that's how I went to his house. So I think the next day, and then I left back to the hostel in the evening. So in the afternoon time, Kisiwa was back. I think she came back from home in the morning, and then I don't know if Natu was, but I'm sure Natu was back. So Helen told them that I said I was going home. That's how my sister called Kisiwa, because she was the only person she had the number. She called Kisiwa to find out how I was doing, because of what happened. And Kisiwa was like, am I not Kisiwa was like, am I not no, I think she was confused. She didn't know what to do. So I myself use myself to call home. I realized I had to tell home that I was not I was at Obi's place. So that's how I called my mom. So I called them and I told them that I wanted to come home yesterday night, but because of how I was feeling and I didn't have a phone, so I decided to go to Obi's place to spend the night. And my mom was like, okay, but I hope she hopes I'm fine and all. And they even called like the hostel. They called Kisiwa to find out. I was like, gosh, I put this girl in trouble. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe Kisiwa wasn't around that night, so she didn't know. Then after the call, I called Kisiwa. Like, she was like, Barbara, you went today, he didn't tell us. I'm like, yeah, I that the whole night we couldn't sleep. Okay, I couldn't sleep, so it was up to the morning time that we slept. So that's why I'm now calling them to tell them that I changed plans. And she was like, oh, she was lying. She was like, oh, I'd stepped out to say I'd done. Now, but see, now it's going to look like she's a bad person in front of my mom, because my mom knows him. Like, we're in the same church, so like she's more like a sister. Like, it's going to look like I said I'm doing something bad and she's covering up for me or something. Now me, mom, I'm going to tell the truth to my parents that I'm at my boyfriend's place. And now she had told, and I was like, oh, she didn't worry. I've already explained to them that she wasn't at home, so I guess she didn't know where I was. Just like, oh, okay, but she was still feeling bad. That the reason I was feeling bad for like allowing that whole situation to happen. But gets to tell me that, see, this life, no matter what you are doing, you might think people are not watching, but the people are watching. Imagine it was something serious, or I went to someone's place that no one knew, or something that happened to me. I said I was going home, and I'm going somewhere. So please, those who are in school, those who are in the university, don't be doing emergency sleepovers. Don't be going to your boyfriend. Don't be going to your boyfriend's place where it's sleep, because they'll catch you. They'll catch you one day. Yeah, so that's what I'll say for the gist, for the series of the gist in my school level. I'm going to be bringing some more topics later on. Watch out for the rest. I hope you enjoyed my school life. Please do subscribe and share this video, and leave down a comment if you enjoyed this, and if you also want to share your stories with me. Let me know. I might bring you on this channel. Then we do that. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm saying again. I don't know what I'm saying again, but that's all.